They didn't really tell me which direction to go to find this guy. I'll go shaky. Didn't even give me a vague direction of where this guy is. Oh god. That could be anywhere. Uman.
Why are you here?
Exploring. Oh, this is a veteran guard. Of course, he doesn't know where the guy is. Forget what you've heard about the orcs supposedly becoming civilized. The Malak orcs are nothing but vicious and evil savages. They're also quite a bit bigger and more dangerous than their western cousins. Most of them live up north in the Malak Bazul, but enough make their way to this side of the mountains to cause a real problem. The veteran hunt and kill them on sight. If you come upon one while alone, you'd best run. Malak Bazul is a large, isolated highland valley nestled in the tri-point between Morrowind, Skyrim, and Cyrodiil, in the Valathi Mountains. The caravan route supposedly passes through it, but we have better chances of getting eaten by a Malak orc than reaching Cyrodiil that way. The Valathi Mountains are the peaks that tower over Uman. On the other side is Cyrodiil, and if you go north, Skyrim. Outside of Uman, few people live here. Only the occasional miner, hermit, or bandit. Beware of orcs, trolls, ice wraiths, and worse things on the high ledges. If you mean to cross the mountains, there's no sense trying that here. Better look at Shadowgate Pass to the southwest, up beyond Kragan Moor. Kragan Moor is one of the largest holds in House Walu, second only to Narcissus in its sheer size. It's located just south of here in northwest Othraloth Woods, near the Shadowgate Pass on the border to Cyrodiil. Yeah, this mod is great.
What do you want?
A hunting hound. So this is what dogs are like in Morrowind. You're in the hamlet of Uman, on the slopes of the Valathi Mountains. We're a proud veteran outpost protecting the western frontier of Morrowind from the threat of bandits, orcs, goblins, trolls, you name it. House Hollow doesn't bother us here, but the occasional traveler does pass through. There aren't many other safe havens in the Valathi Mountains after all. a selection of goods for your needs, nothing too expensive. If you have a place to if you need a place to sleep, go to the Hound's Rest Inn next door.
Why are you here?
Guess we have to go back down. Back down where I found her. Unless the guy's in this ruin. No, he couldn't be, could he? Okay. I have a criticism. This quest is, it's not good with directions. Travel south. See, why couldn't she say that he went south? Alright, anyway. She moves like a base game NPC. Very slow. Like a pregnant cow. Oh, no. Okay. I think it was past the dumber run. They had to fake the water because Morrowind only has, you know, it has sea level water, but no other water. Bell End Mine. Bell End Mine. Yeah, Bell End Mine. Cock mine. Is adamantium the best medium armor? In an unmodded game, I believe it is. There he is. There he is. That's Fiorad. Wait, is he wearing my clothes? I will skin you alive. Oh, you can't pick up the clothes. Okay, fine. My robe is all stretched and torn, and the stench will never go away. Thanks for your help. I guess you deserve a reward. Here, I'll show you a few things about alteration. Well, she was naked because this guy paralyzed her and took her robe. But now she's got it back. See, it's a reversal of what usually happens. Usually there's a Nord who gets his clothes stolen by a witch. That one crate had gold. And it had like one gold piece. Know that I had 8. Well, I think you can live without it. They say that stone flower are heavy. Some dialogue that says that they're heavy, but they're actually the lightest ingredients. They're among the lightest ingredients. This shield is a Leiden's ward. Yanashpi. So we're messing around in the Valathi Mountains. It's a new biome that I haven't seen before. Nairebo's spear. I wonder if that's part of a quest. 20 points of feather. So if I carried this all the time, then it would weigh like negative 10 pounds. Thing is, I don't want two-handed weapons because I want to use my shield.
I could enjoy watching you take your last breath.
It's very dark. Okay. Call yourself a lord. Adamantium arrows, damn. I'll take those. Nordic silver longbow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that. is that your pet guar? I don't really need a Kasha's lock splitter anymore. Oh, that Gora's got to starve of, or it's got to die of starvation now. R.I.P. I mean, I could give it a quicker death. Yeah, I could use this. Huh? Oh. I'd like to learn some more magic. Maybe make some spells. Firestorm Star. Oh, so they're mining adamantium around here. Sorry, my ear is itchy. Ah, slave. I gotta find the slave key. Yeah, I get juggled. Plate breaker. It's a long blade. Seems like there's a higher amount of smuggling that goes on in Morrowind than like any other province. Or at least any other province that we've seen before. I don't have my chemical shits. What spells do I have? Do I have any healing? Nope. I do not. Only healing items. Hey, welcome. I should start hoarding arrows. And now that I have a place to store them, probably should start doing that. Water walking, okay. Nice to have. The vibrator hammer. Heavy / medium, but don't really care. Can level whatever. Pretty gear light. Your character's doing fine with stuff and gotten any good gear. But I say the Abyssian coast is a good place to get some good gear. Where did I get my gear? You know what? I got my suit of armor back in Skyrim. I would raid tombs and forts. Yeah, Skyrim, Home of the Nords. That's where my character started. But if you want to stay in Cyrodiil, yeah, your best bet is probably the old ruined forts or the tombs. I got a nice little setup here. These smugglers. Smuggler scum. It's a little hot spring. I haven't even gone to Cyrodiil. Oh. Exploring the Tamriel mainland, yeah. Yeah, you'll probably find better armor down the mainland. Because like high quality armor is pretty scarce over in Cyrodiil unless you're getting them from quest rewards. My shield is nuts, I know. I think it actually has the best stats in the base game. What does that sound? Oh, it's a devourer. Freaky. I'll take a few of these so I can make feather potions. Oh no, she's not from the base game. She's added by Tamriel data. Oh man, she's so hot. Awooga. Awooga. Honk. 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 Oh, my shield. Okay. Yeah, that is from the base game. Yeah, that was my first assumption. Lots of potions. That's the only worthwhile one. shitty probe. Wow. So this started as a smuggler cave. Or no, it didn't. Never mind. I forgot that I went from one place to another. I love that sound. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you summon all those? My ears. My anaconda don't want done unless you got buns, hun. For some reason I'm imagining Matthew McConaughey saying that. My anaconda don't want none unless you got bones, huh? See, this is what makes fights against mages interesting. When they have crazy spells and enchantments that are customized to them. Do I remember that song? Oh no, I don't. Definitely do. Okay. Alright, time to trap the soul of a golden saint. Let's see, do I have a soul gem? What? I already have one. Oh man, I don't have a spare. Well, that's fine. I have the scroll, that's what counts. A glass short sword. I guess it wasn't cursed. Aha, that was cursed. Damn, he's got a Daedric axe. Bro. It's so heavy though. It only does a little bit more chop damage. This weapon I have here, it's totally broken. It only weighs 13 weight units. And it does this much damage. It's crazy. I call it my Daedric iron pick. Okay, I know this song. Yeah, everyone was talking about that song when I was like in elementary school. Or I'm in trouble.
Still, coward. Give up. Our bodies are made for fighting.
A Zorku's Wrath. What? There are pearls in the eyes. Yeah, paralyzed. I wonder how high in the mountains I can go. Methane oh god. Why'd you have to hit me with that mental imagery? Greetings, Outlander. You made it far from home indeed to find yourself in Uman. Are you looking for a specific place? Uman is nestled in a valley of the Valathi Mountains on the slopes of Mount Dunu. If you go back down the road, you'll get to a trail that runs north to south parallel to the mountains. Go a little south, then turn left, and you will find paths leading you to Craigenmore, Arvwood, or Rothrorin. If you continue further south down the mountain trail, you'll end up near the ancient Dwemer ruin of Hendor Stardoms. It's also the easiest place to get up to the high cliffs if you have a reason to climb. Rothrorin is the local name for the vast badlands that run north of the Armen Ashlands, stretching from the Valathi Mountains in the west to the fertile Enthirin in the east. The Priai Seloth and Roran rivers cut steep canyons through the region, forming high cliffy terrain that makes travel off the main roads difficult. Aside from Andothrin, Rothrorin is thinly settled. But smaller towns like Bodrum, Menon, Tain, and Omanus can be found among the bluffs and crags. Tain is a seemingly unremarkable Imperial-controlled port town in the Rothrorin region. Though its native populace is small, the town is a hub through which many merchants and other travelers pass on their way to Vardenfell. The Legion garrison of Fort Ancillus is located right next to the town. The Imperial Legion garrison on a cliff by the inner sea just east of the village Tain. Rojana Jades is the commander of the fort, while its renowned battle mage Cathalamar is the second in command. Oh, anus. The Enthirin is the region where the Thir River greets the inner sea. It is as friendly as Morrowind can get. Even the wildlife tends to be docile, and the terrain is also more forgiving than most of Morrowind's landscape. If you're looking for a place to rest or find work, there is no better place than Almost Thir or Old Ebonheart, depending on what you're into. Some bad blood is flowing between the great houses lately, but an outlander will probably be spared the worst of it. I'm Durana Galvath, a scout. I know these mountains better than most. The Thir River is a river flowing from just southwest of the city of Narcissus up into the inner sea. It's a major route of trade connecting such diverse ports as Old Ebonheart, the Indril cargo port, Imra, the Huawu capital Narcissus, and Ald Horak. The holy city of Almasthir sits in the middle of the Anthirin, northernmost region that the Thir River runs through. Several smaller Huawu and Endoral settlements dot in landscape. Imra is a small Valathi town on the northern shore of Lake Darum. Despite its humble size, the town is an important trade hub for the House Induril, handling goods and shipped to and from the Dresslands, then the south across the lake. Lake Darum is the largest lake in all Morrowind. It acts both as an important waterway for trade, as well as a natural border between Great House territories. The port town of Imra is located in the northern coast of the lake, and the great trading city of Ald Horak is in the south. So we only get this much of it so far. It's going to be the largest lake in all Morrowind, though. Waters enclosed between mainland Morrowind and Vardenfell Island are called the Inner Sea. Only recently open to settle and trade, most of Vardenfell's population is confined to the relatively hospitable west and southwest coast. I think we know all this. Veteran patrol the western border of Morrowind here. Uman is a small place, but the occasional traveler or miner does pass through. There aren't many other safe havens in the Valathi Mountains after all. Patrols say that the iron weapons the Iron Claw goblins forge are growing steadily more refined and dangerous. wasn't enough that the creatures seemed to be multiplying like cliff racers. The Iron Claw Goblin tribe live in extensive cave systems underneath this part of the Lethe Mountains are another good reason not to go tromping around the higher mountain trails if you needed one. They're a strong and populous clan who forged their own crude iron blades, which they used to raid isolated farms and mines. Indoor Stardoms. It's an impressive dome ruin just to the south of here along the mountain trail. You can't miss it. Not as famous as Kemel Z. I say it was almost as important a city back before the Dwemer disappeared. Sure isn't as thoroughly looted given the remoteness. Ashlanders of the Ishanoran tribe live a meek existence of hunting and herding in the heart of the Armen Iceland.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
The vast necropolis of Necrom lies on a peninsula on the east coast of Morrowind and is the final stop of Veleth's path. It is of unique spiritual significance to every Dunmer in this land. It's both the place where the cremated remains of our ancestors are interred and the one where their spirits are usually contacted. For outlanders like you, there are fewer reasons to visit. Except that it looks cool as hell. Hope you guys don't mind all the reading. I'm just fascinated by all the lore stuff. I know Weezer's bored.
Must be talking to myself.
This is how I climb mountains. Oh, I see. So you go to the ruins, and then there's a path that leads up. Oh, there's a goblin. Yorga. Karum Mines. Is that a mountain troll?
I hate it when you read. You reading
Okay,
is the
troll.
worst thing ever. Why don't you let my buddy here read? He has a better voice.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess named Princess Numi.
No, sir, I don't like it. this rate, they're not gonna have to worry about a goblin tribe. Wow, that's crazy. 5 to 20 points. Oh, no, that just temporarily reduces it. I'm gobbling them up, yeah. I'm burying my pick in their skulls. Wow, that's quite the drop. Where's this drop gonna take me? Oh.
Last I saw you were back in Vardenfell Nerevar. Have you come back and finished off the ass goblins yet?
The ass goblins. It's taken a while. Quite a few of them. They have cave trolls helping them. Oh, this is an iron mine.
When you say they have trolls helping them, do you mean Vivek or the bridge kind?
Just the standard bridge kind. Not intelligent like Lord Vivek. Deep caverns. They pay the troll toll. Nah, I just killed the troll instead. Dumber machinery. This will actually paralyze me.
After reading the lessons of Vivek, I'm not sure it's Lord. Pretty sure he's non-binary Nerevar.
Nah, he's just intersex. It's so fast. He's a berserker after all. This is reminding me of that tribunal cave.
Call it what you want, Nerevar. It's Lady Vivek to me since he gave birth to things like the Ruddy Man and Golgamore Geo.
Well, if that's what gets you off. God, it just keeps going. Cave is going to emerge on the other side of the map. Oh.
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I just don't understand the logistics of his children with Molag Bal.
I think he just has all the parts. He sprinted at me like he was on crack, yeah. It's a goblin berserker. The forges. So this is amazing, it just keeps going.
I've always been deeply interested in this topic. That's why I have all the answers. Ask me anything about lovemaking in regards to Elder Scrolls lore. Anything.
Or you could not do that. Oh my god. Fucking tribunal flashbacks. I'm done with goblins. It's a battle troll. We saw these guys in Dawnguard. Except they didn't carry weapons like that. Iron Warpick. Oh look. This is the same model as my current Warpick. So here's my Warpick. There's the Iron Warpick. Same thing. Mine is just special. Looks like a climbing pick either way. Yeah. Doesn't really look like an OP weapon that does massive damage, but definitely is. What's this? Goblin banner. Oh, they have... Goblins have their own flags? No way. This looks too neat and elaborate to be drawn by goblins. Oh, you know what? They probably stitched banners that they found. You see how it's stitched? Okay, I take that back. I painted it on the wall. So goblins can paint. Run cycle. Wow, they made a shrine with a dwarven statue. It's wild. Learning all these things about goblin culture while I beat their faces in. It's a little thrown. Silver ingot. Oh, thank God. No. Can I get through? Oh, please. No. Goblins are supposed to be smarter than they act lore-wise. I see. Get me out of here! Get me out! Is there running water? Oh boy. Hey, Spectre. I'm in an extremely deep goblin cave system. There's a stream lead. What if I levitate up there, something will happen. Aha. Oh, what's in the chest? A few things. Feather, slow fall, acrobatics. Oh. No, I'll just take all that, that's cool. It's cool stuff. Must be some body of water from the surface that's leaking into the cave. Amethyst. Oh look, it's a little what do you call it? You know, like in Minecraft when you get to a place where there's a bunch of amethyst. It's just like an amethyst cluster. Oh, don't tell me this is a dead end. Come on. Oh. At least we're not killing a goblin every 5 seconds now. I actually prefer this. Hey, dumber water pump. Pocket Guide to the Empire Wild Region suggests that the goblins helped found Orsinium. I think goblins are like cousins to orcs or something like that. Goblins, ogres, and orcs are on the same class as Goblinkin. Yeah, I remember we did a quest at Oblivion for Malakath. He wanted us to save some ogres. One gold, yay! These are berserkers, they move like they're on skooma. Speculation that they're not elves originally, but always orcs. It just kind of makes me wonder, like, why does combining all those different samples of blood together work for that for the box? You know, Septimus's box. Recentish lore book from ESO. That's ESO. We're up in the mountains. How high up can we go? This is on the border of Cyrodiil. I think Blackwood would be around here. Or, no, Blackwood would be like down this way. Look at this. So this is Anvil. This is Morrowind. Like, all of this is going to get filled in. But probably not. Probably not in our lifetimes. I don't want to explore an ancestral tomb right now. I just didn't care for ESO, personally. Come on. Whoa, look at this view. Holy shit. Wow. There's no way I'd be able to see Anvil from here. Or Skyrim. Distant land doesn't go that far. Oh. Be careful not to fall into the void. Argonian's not mentioned. As it should be. It's a Valathi tower up here. Set the distance in settings.cfg. Probably get a performance hit.
Did you just see what the Swittenwa suggested, Nerevar, that the Great Chimer could even come from the same stock as the cat farm tools? Completely unacceptable.
I know. Malak works. I mean, I am at level 42, I think I should be okay. They can be hostile or non-hostile. Oh, I should probably sheathe my weapon then. Don't have any bug musk. No. Damn. Personality is 71, it's not bad. Why are they shacked up with all these Daedra? Are they summoners? Oh, in this region, I see. Why is this all marked as stolen? Who am I stealing from? There's gonna be a wizard up here. Yeah, the design of these towers are kind of flawed. Well, I mean, depends. Depends on what your priorities are. Because like in the innermost part is where the person who lives here resides. But a thief can go through all your stuff before they even reach you. Dwemer scrap armor. It's medium. Okay, it looks like the wizard is not friendly. Wait, that's not a wizard. That's a Dremora. A Dremora spellcaster. Ah, there you are.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead.
Australa Riak. Relock? I see the sinews which bind you to this world. Do not disturb me lightly, stranger, lest they be severed. Okay. It's not terribly friendly. Pig children and the true nature of orcs. Orcs were born during the latter days of the Dawn era. History has mislabeled them as beast folk, related to the goblin races, but the orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, strongest of the Altmeri ancestor spirits. And Trinimac was eaten by the Daedroth, Prince Boethia, and transformed in that fell god's insides. The orcs were transformed as well. The ancient name for the orcs is Orsimer, which means the pariah folk. They now follow Maluk, the remains of...
I wouldn't trust that one Nerevar just hanging out with the murder Daedra that one might be part of Uncle Shio's group.
Maybe. Who is Malok? He is more commonly known as the Daedroth Prince Malakath, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He is not technically a Daedra lord. Really? Nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such. I guess he himself is spurned. Well, this is fitting for his sphere. Yeah, that's what I said. Of old, he was Trinamac, the champion of the High Elven Pantheon. In some places more popular than Oriel, who protected them against enemies without and within. When Trinamac and his followers attempted to halt the Valathi dissident movement, Boethia ate him. Okay. Trinamac's body and spirit were corrupted, and he emerged as Malakath. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. Despised by everyone, especially the inviolate Oriel, they quickly fled to the northern wastes near Sarthal. They fought Nords and Tremor for a place in the world, but did not get much. In Skyrim, Malakath is called Orki, or Old Knocker, and his battles with Ysmir are legendary. This retroactively makes me annoyed, because you go to Sarthal in Skyrim, and I don't think that what's his name, the mage guy, I don't think it gives you this lore about the place. You got Vord.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Secret Master's Alembic. For some reason it's not marked as stolen. Secret Master. All that is mentioned is the Nords and Falmer, not orcs, yeah. See, that sucks. Either that mage guy is a dummy who doesn't know his history, or the orcs of Sarthal got retconned. So now this is the book you need to read about orcs. No one, not the oldest dark elf of Mount Dagothar, or the ancient sage of solitude himself, can recall a time when the orc did not ravage our fair Tamriel. Whatever foul and pestilent Daedra of oblivion conjured them up could scarcely have created a more constant threat to the well-being of the civilized races of Tamriel than the obnoxious orc. Orcs are thankfully easy to recognize from other humanoids by their size, commonly 40 pertons in height and 15,000 anguides in weight. Their brutal pig-like features and their stench, they are consistently belligerent, morally grotesque, intellectually moronic, and unclean. By all rights, the civilized races of Tamriel should have been able to purge the land of their blight eras ago, but their ferocity, animal cunning, and curious tribal loyalty had made them inevitable as leeches in a stagnant pool. Tales of orcish barbarity precede written record. When Gestiaga wrote of the order of Diagnos joining the armies of Daggerfall, and Sentinel to hold at bay the wicked orcs in their fell Orsinium fastness, and burn Ott in cleansing flame. In the first era 950, she assumed that any reader would be aware of the savagery of the orcs. When the siege was completed 30 years later, after the death of many heroes including Gaiden Shinji and the destruction of Orsinium scattered the orcish survivors throughout the Rothgarian Mountains, she further wrote, "The free peoples rejoiced that their ancient fell enemy was dispersed into diverse parts." Obviously, the orcs had been terrorizing the region of the Iliac Bay for at least since the early years of the First Era. The orcs are stingy, that's what you need to know.
Come on, fight.
and dangerous. And to make sure. Whoa. Forbidden domination. Crazy scroll. I'm so glad they made all these cool magic effects. They got creative with them. Oh, he smells suspiciously like shit. Alrighty. That's neat. Some more running water. No Dormer Ruin. Cliff racer. Flying along the cliffs. Who would have thought? Oh, it's an ice cave. It's like one of those Solstheim ice caves. What are these Nords doing in here? I guess they could say that about me. Just another smuggler's cave.
You will die where you stand.
And they deal with the buzz, right? At least if you don't step on a plant, they won't eat you. Should tell them like, no, I'm on an extremely low carb diet. I don't eat any plants. And they're like, okay, you can live.
Nerevar, that's clearly home invasion and burglary with a slight cast of murder.
I see, it's okay because they're smugglers. Did not mean to pick up that cog. Recently learned what a coherer is. So the Dummer actually had radios. So I got the dynamic music mod for Morrowind, but didn't come with any dungeon music. Have to supply some of that. In fact, all I have so far is Fighters Guild and Mages Guild music. So whenever I go into one of those places, it should play different music from Daggerfall. Ooh. The mod you posted in Discord a while back. Does it add music for a lot of locations there? Oh, okay. That reminds me, Wes Johnson had a bit of a health scare recently. I wonder how he's doing. Again, improving on Tuesday. Healthy enough to be released and begin his rehabilitation. Okay, that's good. Some new combat screams. No, I think those are the old orcish ones. That's a lot of scuttle. getting kind of cold in this room.
You should run now.
Sorry, I'm gonna turn on the space heater. The audio is gonna be a little fucky for a bit. Nilfultinth. It's a tongue twister. Nilfultinth. I should pick that up. What in the... I found a Dwemer android. Not the phone. Look at him. This tonal centurion. This book appears to be written in an unknown Dwemer language. From the schematics, it appears to be a manual on water channeling and pressure. That's cool looking. Boo, Dwemer ghost. Shouldn't be any Dwemer ghosts.
So that's how Sotha Sil died, and everyone can't blaming it on Alma.
Oh. No, he fell through the floor. Oh. Okay, he's still there. Saint's Black Sword. Centurion Eye. How much of Sotha Sil was left at the end? Or was he mostly left over donor parts in the end? It didn't look like there was much of them. Just little bits of flesh over the parts. Vampires of the Iliac Bay. What about vampires of mainland Morrowind? No, no books about vampires of the mainland. Time since you remember doing the DLC. I remember his parts of a skeleton inside of dormant parts. Yeah, that's what I remember too. I'm playing it a year or so ago. I forget what those are called. Something light. It's docile. Oh, sky lamp. Savage gas pocket of blue. I think that peak is higher. I was about to say I'm at the highest peak. Is this good enough? Let's go see what's at Bodrum. Ah! don't. Oh, that's right, I don't take fall damage anymore. Because I have constant effect, slow fall, 1 point. That's all you need. 1 point of slow fall. You never take fall damage. Buthar. I'd pay the troll toll. And I don't think I want to explore this entire cave. I think that this is enough. Yeah, let's stress test the slow falling effect. Hey, it's snowing. Yep, I'm completely immune to fall damage. Oh, she was attacking the cliff racer. I almost attacked an officer of the law.
What is it, Outlander?
Frost troll. Should see the snow fade away as we go into these ashy places. This is neat. So that empties into the river. Now, I know we don't see this water move, but just use your imagination. Just imagine this water flows, and you've got a real river.
Interesting.
What'd you say?
Go on.
Something about the river. Fisherman. Okay. Really went all out faking the river here, I am. I'm impressed. Raven Legion boots. How did these get here? I guess somebody crossed over the mountain. Bodrum. So I read her in town. What? Oh no. Okay, everything's restored. A fancy Silt Strider port.
And what is your business here? How may we help?
Holmes Uvu. Yeah, fancy bus stop. So this is a mining town, I take it.
Oh, it's you. Can I help you?
That sounded new. I don't think I've ever heard that voice line. So they did record some new voice lines for the existing characters. Or character archetypes, basically. She almost sounded disappointed to see me, yeah. Yeah, it's just me.
What is it, Outlander?
I like seeing all these new bone mold armors. It sounded vanilla. It did sound vanilla, it just didn't. Like I don't think I've ever heard that combination of words come out of a dumber woman in this game ever. So either it is a vanilla line or somebody just did a really good impression. Or it's AI, I hope it's not. A rare condition, maybe. I'm rushing a little too much. I didn't get any lore on this place. It's just so much to explore. I'm kind of overwhelmed. This is the quarry. I don't get many strangers here in Bodrum. We are proud Dunmer of House Veteran, and we live a simple life like our ancestors. We're farming, hunting, and mining the quarry for our house and temple. His brother Dalam Ramaran is Lord of Bodrum, and his daughter Alms is the head of the guard stationed at the northern watchtower. Oven Sarian is our priest. He should be just outside the manor. The Veralaran family are running the only trade house in Bodrum by the Strider port. Olms Uvo is the foreman of the quarry. This is the quarry. The rest of Bodrum is across the bridge. I'm afraid there's not much that would interest an adventurer. The Veralaran trade house is near the Strider port, and we also have a shrine next to the Ramaran Manor, which also houses Bodrum's guards. Bodrum is off the main road that goes from Varanus to Andothran, and traveling through the Armanash lands to Craigamore is dangerous without a guide, so we don't get many visitors other than pilgrims and the occasional trader. However, the quarry provides decent livelihoods to most people down here, and House Veteran keeps us well supplied as a border town. Stone is mined and cut in town, then shipped down to the Priai River to be sold to buyers across western Morrowind. Bodrum is a quarry town controlled by House Redern in the Rothroran region. If you're on a pilgrimage, you can find the shrine up the hill to the west on the Watchtower Bridge. In case you're looking for more services, Varanus is the nearest city, located not far to the north. You can also find House Walu holdings of Omanius and Menan further to the east on a clear day. You can also see the tower of St. Felm's Monastery beyond the hills to the southeast. There's not a whole lot to the north of here yet. Hey Seth. Look, we're way over here now. I went from like over here all the way to over here. Spent some time in the mountains. I don't think Varanus exists yet, so I'll have to go to Omanus.
What is it, Outlander?
Silgrad. Yep, no Silgrad yet. One day. Oh, here's some muck. It's the first bit of muck that I think I've seen on the mainland. There's a veteran watchman and say, "We're watching you, scum." Nah, he doesn't want to steal the temple's lines. Be heretical. And that's true, the coordinators only say that when they don't like you. So this is Redoran territory, and now we're in Ohlalu town. I'm not exactly clear on like where the borders are between Redoran and Ohlalu territory. It's pretty obvious that over here, all Telvanni. You've had Telvanni guards call you scum before. Oh, okay. The shrine to Saint Vivek.
My prices are reasonable.
Well, this is Vivek. This is a shrine to Erelor. Wait, this guy sells things? I am Marin Serrano, priest of the temple. I attend to the shrine of Saint Erelor. Saint Erelor is the penitent, is the patron of tanners and miners. This foul criminal repented his sins, and to prove his repentance, he completed a circuit of great pilgrimages on his knees. Did he ever walk again after that? The most pious members of the temple make pilgrimages to various sites in Morrowind, where the gods, saints, and heroes have faced tests and trials. He sells nothing. Well, he doesn't sell any goods. He sells other things. Sell hair shirts, yeah. A hair shirt of Saint Erlor. No dialogue. Most of them live in the mountain kingdom of Marek Bazul. Some clans like Clan Bolg made their home on this side of the Lothi Mountains. They are our great cousins, wild and strong. Be careful if you ever meet them. I had to make the trip on his knees because they cut off his calves as punishment for his crime. Oh, right. Roman is a tiny veteran. Oh yeah, I was just there. Governor Alvuru Omain of House Leather can be found in Omain Manor. She's the most important person in this town. The heart of our town is the egg mine. Not much else of note here. This town's just named after a family. Welcome to my shop, Outlander. I'm Nerissa Brenos, the blacksmith. I had a bit of a vacation earlier, what with injuring my eye. But now I'm back in business. If you need a shovel or a pickaxe, you've come to the right place. I can also repair your broken armor. The name means south of the Roran, which is a smaller river that goes through the region. Rothroran lies on the border of houses Hualu and Redoran, with the former establishing plantations while the latter is trying to keep hold of their lands. Barring Ashlanders and some Velothi, no one lives in the interior, and most sensible folks have moved to much more hospitable edges of the area. The towns like Omanus, Manan, and Bodrum. Yeah, who needs a battle axe when you can get a shovel? Two to 4 damage. Very powerful. I want to buy one just for giggles. Oh, hell yeah. That's great.
Yes, Outlander?
Yeah, it's only slightly better than the starting dagger. I think it should do more damage. It is a shovel after all. Alright, where's Rothroran?
Oh, branches, watchy who? Oh, Bandu. Watches, watchy who? Oh, oh.
What happened to Rothroran? Could have sworn I'd been to Rothroran. Or is it a region? It's probably a region.
I've got a few minutes if you need something.
Pod.
Squatchy, squatchy, who,
Warrior and
what
hireling.
squatchy, squatchy, who, squatchy, who, ballers, below, baller.
Pod Howard, yeah. Cornelius Vulpo. You're under Governor Alvaro Romain's roof, Nord. I am Cornelius Vulpo, Governor's personal secretary. How can I help you? Our Governor Alvaro Romain has decided to start paying the egg miners in Holo Company scrip rather than gold, as per my recommendation. I do not see any reason for the miners to be upset. The scrip can still buy them all the mazte they can drink.
If you care to talk, I would consider it a privilege.
Yeah.
Is there something I can do for you?
Greetings, Outlander. I am Alvaro Romain, house brother of House Holo and governor of Omanus. What brings you to our mining town? Speaking. All the mazte they can drink at company approved vendors, yeah. I guess since they're just miners, they don't deserve to get real money. Part of the reason this is illegal in real life. Yeah, it should be. I am the governor of Omanus, of course. Notable people here are Nerissa Brenos, the blacksmith, and the shopkeep Aro Hilseri. I suppose you can include my misguided brother Navos Omain in the list. He's my brother, and is to be respected, of course, but if you see him drunk and causing trouble with his freeloader friends, feel free to tell the guards. By now they know how best to handle him. Our family founded Omanus, but they originally hail from Narcissus. Our patriarch Tarvin Omain still resides in our ancestral manor in the Holo capital. Narcissus is the next thing that's coming out, I believe. I'm excited. My sweet dear sister. She sure thinks a lot of herself, you know. I never understood what father saw in her. If you ask me, she totally lacks what it takes to be a great businesswoman. Boldness, charisma, vision. Instead, she keeps her nose in those stupid ledgers. Just between you and me, if I were running the business, we'd be halfway to owning Undothram by now. Yeah, silly lady. Caring about numbers and things like that. Used to do this in the 1800s, and as it turned out, company script isn't accepted anywhere else, so it makes it impossible to move. Yep. Good for the company, not good for the workers. Go to Narcissus and find the guy in Cytonine who wanted his head back there. Because Cytonine sucks so much to him. Yeah. Oh yeah, his name is, I took his house and I can't remember his name. I took it. How awful is that? I take a man's house and I can't remember his name. U.S. company towns were a thing until 1930s. Yeah. And Fallout 76, you trade scrip in those mining parts. Vodunius Nucius, yeah, something like that. Sergio Nalvoso, main kinsman of House Lava at your service. I am the governor's brother, which, as you can imagine, makes me quite an important person. My sister Elvuru is the governor, and there's a couple shopkeepers besides. But if you want the real up-and-coming movers in Romanus, you should meet my buddies, Subus Faverin and Vagoth Bosmer. Together we may as well run the town, and have a lot of fun doing it. You mean you get drunk all the time? I'm a noble of great house, while it is my privilege and pleasure to serve my house, and as a clan leader, and protector of its ancient prerogatives, I concern myself with the wealth and influence of our house, strive to bring profit and wealth to myself and my retainers. My sister has her own way of doing so, and I have mine, but mine has style. You're only off by one letter. I'd say it's pretty good. Orcs are the beast barbarians of the Rothgarian and Dragontail Mountains. They are wonderful warriors and armorers, but they are not civilized beings, and they worship the bad Daedra. They have come as legion veterans to settle in Morrowind, and by law they have rights as citizens. Many serve us as reliable mercenaries and hirings. But as a people they may someday come to be civilized. But many orcs are savages and outlaws. As a race they cannot be trusted. Bosmer are light, careless, insubstantial people. They are barely civilized barbarians living in unheated communal huts in the middle of the empty forest wastelands. They are marvelous archers and cunning hunters. They are worthless as hirelings, have no concept of contract, obligation, or loyalty. They are passionate and spiritually alive, but befuddled by primitive superstitions and shamanistic spirit worship. Now, this guy has a lot to say about the peoples of Tamriel. Bretons are arrogant, undisciplined, subject to wild swings of emotion. They make strong but unreliable wizards and mercenaries. They are occasionally independent and creative thinkers, but are faithless and unreliable servants and hirelings. Dunmer. Oh, we Dunmer. We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us dark elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer, and we're just the best. Imperials are clever, industrious thieves and con men. Their legions are invincible, and individually they are weak and cowardly. Their civilization is a shabby imitation of high elven culture, cheapened by the common greed and grasping nature of their merchants and monopolists. They have subjugated and enslaved various peoples of Tamriel, called this coerced submission peace. It's not entirely wrong. Khajiit are clever animals, useful servants when trained from early youth, so long as they are kept away from skooma. They are compulsive thieves and liars, lamentable traits that can be amended by stern punishment. By imperial law, free Khajiit have the rights of citizens. Now there are Khajiit thieves everywhere. Red guards are loud, loutish, and boastful. With education and discipline, they make passable mercenaries. They are stubborn and bloody-minded, but courageous and tough. They have little aptitude for the arcane arts, but they are quick enough to make good archers and skirmishers. They have little respect for law or tradition. They are often successful as smugglers and bandits. Okay, what about Altmer? Altmer are proud, conceited, and decadent. Their clothes, manners, arts, and crafts are highly refined, but they are godless, spiritually empty. They content themselves with reliving the aged glories of their martial traditions and their mastery of sorcery and enchantment. Their achievements are admirable, but their culture is no longer serves any vital purpose.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Like, who's this guy? Just a farmer. Okay.
So what's this about?
Okay, where can you take me? And Dothrin. Yes, Nalthus
Where
is
would
the
you
problem.
like to go?
Oh, this is a big city. I haven't been here yet. It's a big Hualu city. Apartments! Hey! Starting to feel like Anvil.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
That's assuming I have a problem. Oh. Aren't very many units here. Enforcer and retainer.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
These are only for retainers of household. I could live there, yeah. Or plus.
May I help you?
These cards.
So I said, where's the money in that?
It's like a trading card game. There are quite a few outlanders such as yourself in Andothran. Most of them are on the east side of town, where the Imperial Guilds are, and there's a fancy outlander manor district by the northwestern gate. Yeah, fancy manor district. The Guild of Mages. What is this? Ah man, the dynamic music isn't working.
Hail and welcome. Do you have any news?
Why isn't it working? I had it checked in the load order. Nightblade Apprentice. It's got decent mysticism. What about alteration? Ah. Sergio Tholer Endis is the Councillor of House Lalo. Talara Dinar is the Captain of the Lalo Town's Guard. Genonia Melitus is the Imperial Magistrate of Vendothran. Nolus Atrius, the Magistrate of Balmora, also lives here rather than on Vardenfell. Agranak Grodumak leads the local Legion garrison. Neris, Hardil, and Ethelvora are in charge of the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild chapters, respectively. Domicia Norvalo acts as the head priestess of the Chapel of Mara, and Doreni Dulo is the Morag Tongue Master. The foreign temple of the Imperial cult lies in the northwestern outskirts. It hasn't been long since its erection, but with the Andothran's rise to importance as a port city, it's no surprise Outlanders petitioned to build it. Andothran lies on the westernmost edge of the Mournhold district, on the inner sea coast of Rothborn, the rocky uplands to the south. To the east, the mighty Thyr River divides Flalu territory from Indoril lands. The towns of Arvud and Menan lie to the south, while Omanus is due west. All of them are Hualu settlements. The brethren are further west, at Bodrum and Varanus. The little port of Tyne to the northwest is the only Imperial settlement nearby. Temple Island is at the center of the city. The east side of town has outlander shops, inns, the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, and the Council Manor. The west side of Endothorn is mostly local Dunmer, the Marg Tong. Noble manors and some fine shops can be found in the outer parts of the town, while the poor live closer to the canal. And in the northwest corner of the city is the Imperial Commission and the Chapel of Mara. The mighty Endus estate stands atop the cliff to the south. The road west leads to Tyne, Omanus, and eventually the Redoran lands. The eastern road takes you to Gol Mok if you trek out to the river mouth. Otherwise, it leads you to either Menon or Arvud in the Theron plantations. The Silt Strider port is near the eastern gate. The caravan can take you to Almastir, Menon, or Omanus. This is so much information. At the Endothorn port, you can find a ship to take you to Tyne, Old Emethart, or Vivek City on Vardenfell. It's like information overload.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
I have a smith here. Enchanter and conjurer. He's like one of those magic item makers from Daggerfall. The one who's like hitting an anvil. And like magic is coming out of his hammers. So it's like I think there are more artifacts. Denstagmer. Umbra thing. I think these are all. They're all in Vardenfell. Yeah. Yeah, they are. I recognize all these. I'm wearing this. Mm-hmm. Yep. Alchemist and magician. It's a nice room. I'm looking for a book called On Daedric Design. There's a book on Daedric architecture by Nelos Lothri, a former mage of the guild now with the Tribunal Temple. Might be able to get a copy from a bookstore, but it'll be hard to find. I'd ask around the local booksellers if I were you.
Take it you want something. Well,
Is there something you need?
Graffiti.
And what is your business here? How may we help?
Take it this is like a place with dancers.
that's unusual. You've been wounded.
If I drink some food. Oh, I guess it's just a bar and a tavern.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
That old numerous tell you a little secret. There's an underground lounge in this here establishment, but you'll need to sweet talk Lenu to gain access to it. And by sweet talking, I mean you're gonna have to pay her gold. That must lead to the underground lounge. We do have a special lounge downstairs that is reserved for special patrons. If you wish to become one, enter the lounge, you must pay a special fee of 50 drakes. Doors unlocked. Head downstairs and enjoy. Remember to be discreet, okay? Try to keep a low profile so as not to attract the wrong kind of crowd. What kind of things await down here? Oh, we're
Outlander, what may I do for you?
it's a skooma den. Welcome to the special lounge, dear patron. Please find a free hammock and relax and let your worries melt away. Hartridge the Hard. They call me Hartridge the Hard. Don't worry, sugar. When I've got my skooma, I'm a very mellow fellow. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a cat catcher. Let's not beat around the bush about it. I catch escaped slaves for a living.
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
I'd keep that quiet. And just using a vial of skooma. For 600 septims, you get a vial of liquid happiness. Isn't skooma highly illegal? I won't tell anyone if you don't.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hello, Outlander. My name is Ilnar. You like to gamble? Want to play a game of 36 with me? Please say yes. I'm bored. All the boys in this place are either too drunk, too poor, or too sugared out to play. Remember, the goal is to get as close to the total score of 36 as possible. It's a very simple game. Uh-oh. Luck is not on my side. Or wait, it is. Oh! I won. I won by default.
May I help you?
Is my luck really that good? Was that game rigged in my favor?
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Pleased to meet you, Nord. I'm Guilos. What brings you to Andothran? Locals will tell you it's the greatest dun report in the Inner Sea. Game is rigged from the start. Cat catcher and retainer of Great House Father.
I'm listening.
So this is an abolitionist hangout. Oh wait, no, not abolitionist, my bad. Wait.
Whatever you want, within reason.
Okay, so the Nord guy. He catches escape slave, which means that he takes them back to the slavers.
I'm very happy to make you. Is there something new?
Oh, look at this dark alleyway. Excuse me, Outlander, I've been quite tired lately. Another cat catcher. Yep. He's Lord and Master and Andothran, one of the counselors. Wow. Wow, this is a big city.
Friend.
Hello, cat. You don't look caught to me. Oh, you are a cat catcher. You're a traitor to your own race. I pay good money to Matasha. It's a port city just like Anvil. This is closer to New Ebonheart than Old Ebonheart is. Yeah, I want to see this place during the daytime. Preferably not when it's raining. Well, it's still raining. Hold on. Gateway between the Isle of Vardenfell and mainland Morrowind. Lots of settlers and adventurers pass through here.
What brings you here?
Okay, so I need to find booksellers.
Whatever you want.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
Who in Oblivion are you, and how did you find this place? Do you know the password? If not, you better scram. Okay. I don't know the password.
Happy to help. What's your pleasure?
It's a fisherman.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Password is my sword. Yeah, that's right. Fowler's filters. Aha, here's a bookseller. Bookseller, give me your strongest books. Greetings, Outlander. I am Alar Fondus. What brings you to Andothra? I don't have that book. Sounds rare. No lineage to Nendis and Necrom is known to stock text on Daedric subjects. Ooh, I have an excuse to go to Necrom.
Oh, it's you.
Let's see. Take a boat to Old Ebonheart, I guess. God, I've only seen like a third of the city so far. maybe more like half. Let's see, can I get guild guided to Old Ebonheart? Is this classy? I like this. Oh. Really? No guild guide. It's just a bedroom.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
There's really no guild guide here. Oh. Where's Akamora? Oh, that's way over there. Yeah, I want to go there.
Warm day to you.
Good night, Sith. Probably don't have a Mage's Guild in Necrom. Nah. I'll get attacked by a Gru. You gotta look out for Grus when it's pitch black. This is a cool town. It's not exactly safe. Be very easy to fall and break your ass.
What is this regarding?
Lame.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
The only issue is with this town is that it doesn't seem super practical. But I don't know, maybe there are towns that are built like this in real life. Pueblo Indians. No, I want to look that up. Pueblo Indian town. Ah. I see where this might be where the inspiration for the Hualu came from. The Hualu buildings. Let me show a picture.
Come. Hello.
Here's a Pueblo town. Hey, Kiss. I'm hiding behind the image. Yeah, that's what they look like. Oh, we were just, or at least I was wondering, like, if people in real life lived in towns like this. Because it to me, it seems like it'd be maybe impractical. Maybe some people did. Alright, we need to see if there's a silt strider.
You may speak.
It's really cool looking. Everything is built in the cliffside. These are the mines. The egg mines. I think it was a mistake to jump down here. Whoops. Okay, well. I can fly. There's some canyons around here.
You're growing weaker.
I think I remember fighting this enemy before.
You should run.
It's got all that armor, but none in her torso. She had torso armor. Oh, it's damaged. It was damaged before I got to her. Stupid! Come on, say it. Say it. Stupid! Oh. Must have part of the armor and she fucked it up. Smuggler. Drug smuggler. A druggler. But they don't make it easy to get around here. Oh, okay. And I'm just skipping over all the nice roads that they made. Just feels wrong. We're in Boethia's spine. Take some melatonin. Gonna be going to bed pretty soon. No. No, you must stream all night. Clersis. Okay, now this seems like an impractical place. Now these people, they live entirely inside a cave. Like, dude, that can't be healthy. No way. If I stream all night, how will you sleep? I need to sleep too, man. We need to get on semi-healthy sleep schedules. Cave people. I think we just like... We went in the cave for shelter. We didn't have like towns inside caves. Caves were just convenient shelter. Get to see Necrom again, guys. Necrom is the coolest city on the mainland that they built so far. Towns and caves is a fantastical element, but you don't think living in them presented health problems for most people beyond the usual possibilities. Yeah. I just feel like, if you had a town, if you had an entire town in a cave, it feels like everyone would just get rickets. And you have to keep it lit in there, so you'd have to deal with all the smoke. But yeah, it'd be cold too. Guess you could get used to that though. I just feel like the air quality would get bad after a while. Especially when you're burning things. My friends. Necrom. It's beautiful.
The living are silent in the city above Necrom.
Ordinators in mourning are the holy guards and soldiers of the temple, divided into 4 distinct orders: the Order of the Watch, Order of War, Order of Inquisition, Order of Doctrine, or Ordination. The Ordinators of Ordination. The strongest and most loyal are sent to Mournhold Almalexia to serve as guards of Lady Almalexia herself. The Ordinators in mourning are the elite guard of Necrom. People in real life never lived deep in the caves. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, they just hung out in there for shelter. Oh, this is so nice. Look at this. Imagine having a house with this. save you in every hour, Pilgrim, if I trust you know how to walk with respect in the city above Necrom. Necrom, the city of ghosts, a city of two halves, that which is home to the dead, and the catacombs and the ashworks, and the city above, where the living reside and pilgrims visit the shrines and feign the ancestors. The catacombs of Necrom are where we entomb the remains of our ancestors. The catacombs form a giant maze underneath the homes and temples of the city above it. Under the terms of the armistice, necromancy is defined as animation and control of a deceased flesh or spirit. It is punishable by death. The bookseller, her shop is in the upper district, near the reliquary of Alandro Swu.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay, but which cardinal direction? Like upper district, that doesn't really tell me anything. The chamber of farting. Please leave me the mourn the loss of my mother, Pilgrim. Oh. You won't mind if I take her? that'd be really messed up. Do it. Do crimes. Head priest of the charnel works, I perform the sacred rites needed to guide the departed to the resting place and prepare their bodies for cremation. I also oversee the work of the other priests.
Masera.
Here, let me take care of this corpse for you. You cannot remove this corpse. Fuck geese.
What is this regarding?
These are all just houses.
Stop!
Yes, the ghosts wandering around here, that's normal. This is the city of the dead. Yeah, Casper is a friendly ghost. So the Dunmer always burn their dead.
We're doing spice mining.
I've read the Soul of the Lost and Damned. Is this the upper district? No. Top over here. Oh. Upper district is the east. Reliquary of Alandro Swu. Or reliquary. Please, I just want to buy the book so I can go to bed. Keep accidentally right-clicking. So Reliquary is saying no. Oh. Yep. I have a copy, yes. The book is for sale if you wish to purchase it for your guild. Oh, she has still image. That's the paralysis cure. Huh? MWPT. Well, why didn't I see that? Oh, I see. Recycle the dead end of boner walkers and fuel the ghost sense. Yeah. Contrary to the beliefs of the so-called Daedric scholars, the architecture of Daedric shrines is not designed to instill fear in passersby. Neither is it a mortal mimicry of the buildings found in Daedric realms, a mockery of the fabled facades of Almeris, nor an echo of the rocky pillars found in the caverns, which were our earliest temples. In truth, the forms of Daedric ruins are not merely architecture, they are instead a divine form of mathematics, a device inscribed upon the bones of the world, bending the mundus towards the supernatural, and enabling the worshippers to lay physical hands on the metaphysical bodies of their gods. The power of temples, shrines, and relics to channel prayer has, of course, long been established both through scholarly experiment and through endless anecdotal evidence. However, the effects of the temples of the dead 8 and dying 1, as well as the lesser 82, stem largely from mortal belief and ritualistically conjured echoes. The power of a Daedric shrine comes from its design. Communion with the anticipations, particularly Boethia and the aspect of the architect-teacher, allowed our ancestors to build temples that would purposefully, not just accidentally, draw their god's attention. Each curve of a pillar, each angle, each niche is designed to not only capture but echo and amplify the sounds and motions of prayer, and to direct them as a metaphorical beam to a void between the stars. In time, a well-built shrine would function even in the absence of supplicants, for its walls keep any whisper alive for generations. Chanting heard by scholars and adventurers within abandoned temples is precisely this. Some Daedric scholars go so far as to draw parallels between Daedric shrines and dormant ruins, reaching for superficial parallels between architect pupils and tonal architects. The less this blasphemy is committed to paper, the better. The theurgic geometries of a shrine's construction are deceptively intricate, and, as should be self-evident, highly volatile. No one should undertake the construction of a new shrine uninitiated, for modern stonecutters with the requisite skill and sublimation are all but unheard of, and the slightest geometric imperfection invites disaster. Even the most experienced adventurer would be wise to avoid the more deteriorated surviving shrines, such as Ald Balal and Ald Sotha. When a shrine has been abandoned, the echoing effects vary wildly, depending not only on the layout and integrity of the remaining structure, but also the favor and dedication of the faithful, and most importantly, the Daedric lord to whom the shrine is devoted. In a fully intact shrine dedicated to Sheogorath, an untrained scholar can expect to feel confused within minutes. Mania, dementia, paranoia, hysteria, schizophrenia, obsession, or hallucinations set in within the hour. Visitors to shrines of Merenstegan typically report feeling contrarian, enraged, spiteful, and violent. Shrines to Azura compel feelings of complacence, anticipation, inadequacy, and lethargy. These lingering effects are due to the thinning of the barrier between Mundus and Oblivion that were established and, pardon the pun, enshrined during the shrine's building and active phases. The one who wishes to explore an abandoned Daedric ruin in relative safety is advised to carry talismans of Almsevi. Those pacts with and wars against the Daedra provide some measure of protection. Even with such mighty protection, every right-thinking scholar ought to realize that the old shrines and their echoes are wonders of an age-long past, built to capture the attention of selfish gods, and are not to be explored by the unprepared and whimsical. In the modern age, our gods walk by our side, and we do not need to reach out to them by mathematics and architecture anymore. But we must acknowledge and understand the works of our ancestors and the worship of the anticipations, or else their echoes and prayers will be lost with the crumbling stone, no better off than the prayers cast at the feudal shrines of the Western spirits.
Outlander, what do you want?
You can go to sleep in there, feel nothing different. Yep. Okay, hard save, quick save. Alright. Well, it's late now. I had a good 3 hours. I need to figure out why the music mod isn't working. Try to get that figured out. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Thanks everyone for watching. And I hope that you will
rest well this night.
Okay, good night.